Geronimo! Okay, it's not quite like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, but it's pretty much the next best thing. One thing I've noticed about Switzerland is that you keep going higher. Steeper, 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 and higher. It's effectively a perpetual ascension, almost as if you're going up to touch the sky. Though actually when you reach the top, there are always some wonderful sights, such as this stunning lake with these beautiful blues and greens leading straight into a lovely glacier right at the top. In fact, it just so happened that I was wearing a blue shirt that day, so I pretty much blended in. Once you reach the top, in this case about 3,000 meters up, aside from the thin air, the views simply are divine, literally taking your breath away. So I did of course have to pose for a picture. One of the beautiful things about being so high up is that they even have a glacier park, providing you with all manners of summer and as well as winter activities. In my case, it happened to be the first time I've ever in my life actually been sledging. But it's not just about the cold. Here you've got a stunning view down in the city of Lucern of the beautiful Chapel Bridge. And further along, okay, yes, I admit this video is sped up quite significantly and a little jerky. We are after all on a boat. But when you look at how beautiful the backdrop is, you're simply blown away. Imagine going sailing there every day. Another day, another mountain. This has to be the Swiss experience. They're pretty much everywhere you look actually. But nothing can really prepare you for these strange and unexpected gorges, cutting their way through the mountains. In this case, it almost felt as if I was on the set of Lord of the Rings with this little tunnel passage gorge with mist pouring everywhere. And when you look at this particular scene, am I the only one who thinks that you should be seeing a lady standing there under the water shampooing her hair? Let's be honest, these types of scenes are very difficult to truly appreciate on a computer screen. So I suppose if you really want to catch a fuller feeling of the context and the meaning, particularly with water dripping down as it is in front of us right now, you actually have to go all the way there yourself and gaze upon it with the noise and hustle and bustle of the natural river flowing through it. The Swiss seem to have this strange obsession with cable cars. They're pretty much at every corner, and when you get scared and you turn around and you see a smile, you don't feel too concerned about which direction it's really going to take you in anymore. And when you do get to the top, you see perhaps one of the most beautiful waterfalls you have ever seen. The more astute amongst you will notice that the water is in fact flowing backwards, but that's because I panned in the wrong direction when I took the video clip. But as you can see, it evades into a beautiful mist right towards the top, which is quite nice to see. And of course, still you find even more cable cars, in this case slowly taking you up to the top, higher and higher, till you eventually reach this wonderful glacier cave. And those of you who are lucky enough to turn up on the right time of day might even find yourself with a friendly barman there to offer you something to drink. But for those who are genuinely scared of heights, pretty much like me, this view straight down, those are quite deep actually.
Yeah, there's some quite deep.
Throughout the trip I actually cried like a baby girl, in fear of the heights, but this is more what you want to hear. And who could resist the beautiful St. Bernard rescue dogs? In fact, the entire trip was pretty much what you'd expect to see from a Swiss experience. Beautiful rolling hills, houses made of wood, and of course the flowing mist. But every now and then, you see a break on the cable car cables and you begin to panic. And it is until you realize that the Swiss also provide soldiers with knives to fix problems. The entire trip was actually in two parts with two groups, with both of whom I had a truly fantastic time with creating wonderful memories. It was effectively a walk in the park. But you know, sometimes you have to do things which are a little bit different, a little bit unexpected, and when you do, you're rewarded with something wonderful and beautiful. Oh, I'll tell you. Say a prayer for me. Woohoo! Okay, like there's no navigation. It's going all the way down to the end. Kind of twisting. Oh my god! There goes my camera lens.